I am at the oldest house in Alexandria, Virginia. It's called the Ramsay House. It's now the Alexandria Visitor Center at 221 King Street. Let's pan up, and there we go, King Street. It's a very nice day in June, and this home was built in 1695. So it is the oldest home in the city of Alexandria, Virginia, and it's a tourist place, which is the visitor center for the city of Alexandria. I'm gonna do a quick pan around here. There's a lot of people, person out there playing the flute. A lot of shops, restaurants. We'll take a tour outside, and then we'll go inside. But these stones are pretty old. There we go, the Ramsay House, built by William Ramsay. He's the founder of Alexandria. Very impressive. All right, just walking around. Place is crowded, of course. Oh, here we go. Here is a sign. Historic Alexandria. And built in 1669. This is where the town of Alexandria began. All right, let's walk around a little bit here. A lot of people here. I think there's people here waiting for a tour. I know they didn't have air conditioners back in the 1600s. Modern convenience. Let's go ahead and go inside. House, which is the oldest home in Alexandria, was built in when? 1649?
I don't. Yeah, 1649. I believe.
Okay,
That's correct.
all right. And tell me about the Ramsay House.
Well, this is just a recreation of it. So if you take a look, there's a picture of how it looked in the 30s.
Okay.
Over there, and it burned down in the 40s, and then the city bought it in the 50s and recreated it to make it look like it might have looked when we had it. So it's a recreation of the house. But if you go down to the base, they believe that's the original foundation.
Okay. Yeah, I took a shot outside.
Is there a restroom?
Yes, downstairs. Watch your step.
Okay.
It's a little bit steep.
Okay. You go first.
So what's downstairs?
Bathroom.
And upstairs?
Upstairs is just our office.
Okay.
Just our office. So this is basically the main floor. I mean, like I said, this is a recreation. They redid it in the 50s to make it look what they made it look like when he had it. You know, they don't obviously know what it looked like, so they thought maybe this might have been what he had. But like I said, it's all recreation. But if you go down to the base at the bottom where the bathroom is, you'll see stones. They believe that's the original foundation.
Wow. But this was the first home.
Yes, he was put on a barge from Dumfries, brought down. This was a bluff, and he had his house there. No one really knows why he did it. They assumed because he was a Scottish merchant and maybe he wanted to see the ships come in. But that was the idea. Also, the river used to come to Lee Street, I believe. That's the next street down. So
Okay.
They built it out over time to make it more land there.
Okay. Well, but when it rains, the water does come up here.
Yes, that's the reason. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. I will then take a look downstairs.
Yeah, no problem.
No. In the basement now. Well, I'm 6'6". This ceiling is not even 7 feet tall. I guess back then people weren't that tall. So you can see the original stones, the foundation that this was built on. several hundred years later, it's doing fine. But I did talk to the tour guide up there, which is in the previous showing we did, and this was indeed the very first home in the city of Alexandria. And Alexandria, the city as we know it, grew from there. And the only thing that's down here now is an entrance to the street and the bathrooms. But you can see the original stones. Yeah, look at this. Unbelievable. And they didn't even use brick. They just put some stones together. It looks like field stones. And then that previously was a wood-burning fireplace. Very, very nice. Just came out of the downstairs here where the restrooms are, but the reason I'm here is just to show you the stones, and they're not even shaped perfectly. They're just, well, that was 1600s. Wow. We're walking back out on the busy street here, but center of a lot of activities going on out here. Just going to go through the perimeter here, and again you can see the stones here, which still support the building. They had a fire a while back, and it had to be rebuilt, but the foundation, of course, is great. I walk on the little alley here. I don't know what the green flags mean. Must mean something. There's a lot of green flags. The deck here. Let's pan up. Upstairs are their offices for the city, for the visitor center, so they don't let anyone up there. Kind of a nice courtyard here. Very nice sunny day in June, Saturday. And that's the steps we took to go to the office. Nice courtyard. Oldest home, actually home and or building in Alexandria, Virginia.